A months-long stoush between the New South Wales Government and rail unions, which brought Sydney trains to a standstill, appears to have come to an end. A proposed enterprise agreement will see staff receive a 12% pay rise over 3 years and back pay. And to tell us more, reporter Alex Lewis joins us now from Central Station. Alex, talk us through the position from the two parties leading into this in-principle deal.
Well, initially the combined rail unions were seeking a 32% pay rise over 4 years back when negotiations started in late 2023, but that has come down significantly. At the start of the year, the parties were just 1% apart. The government was offering 11%, but it has now agreed to pay an extra 1% so that the unions have struck a deal of 12% over the next 3 years, plus back pay back to May last year when the previous deal came to an end. We saw industrial action late last year as negotiations broke down, which caused major headaches for commuters, many delays and cancellations. And then there was also a legal fight at the Fair Work Commission, which resulted in the tribunal effectively ordering a cooling off period, which meant that no industrial action could be taken until the 1st of July. But the breakthrough has taken place last week, where we saw major disruption as a result of a maintenance problem, power lines falling on a train in the city's west. There was already a meeting scheduled between the union and the government last week, but it was against the backdrop of the problems of the network's reliability that really gave the parties the impetus to come together and finally seal this deal. We've heard some more this morning from the Transport Minister as well as union bosses about how they came to land this deal. Take a listen.
One of the reasons this deal has landed is that we were 1% apart when it came to the February negotiations. The government's paid that full 1% to land this deal. We see that as a fair arrangement. It's an investment in reliability. From my point of view, we need a more reliable train service in Sydney, and working with the workforce rather than fighting with them is one way to deliver that.
The 32% figure came from a proposed 4-year agreement, and it was in our initial log of claims. The nature of enterprise negotiations is that positions move and shift. There's much more to this deal than just pay. There's a number of really important safety improvements, a lot of working condition improvements that will go into it. And we're going to be out and about across the network explaining to our members over the course of the next few weeks what is actually contained in this deal. And as I said, we're extremely confident that once members and the 13,000 workers hear what we have to say, that they'll vote overwhelmingly yes for this deal.
Alex, there does appear to be a sticking point, though, from one of the unions. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, there's one outstanding clause that the Electrical Trades Union hasn't agreed to. This clause relates to conditions specific for its workers. The Fair Work Commission has made recommendations designed to find a way to reach agreement on this issue, with the government given a deadline of Monday to respond. The Transport Minister is confident that they will be able to iron out this issue such that it doesn't hold up the rest of the agreement, as well as not having to worry about industrial action from July. Commuters will be able to also look forward to a fare free day, as the government had promised, although it is yet to announce when that'll take place. Selena.
Alexander Lewis reporting from Central Station.